Hello, hello, hello. How are you folks tonight? To sell is human. To sell is human. My name is BrianKMcNeill. I'm the sales confidence coach, and I'm going to give a quick hitter 30 minutes of complimentary, extremely impactful sales training. I'm going to teach some stuff like right now that's going to help you folks uh, to sell better right away. All right, so let me put this phone on do not disturb because I've already been getting calls, and then I'm going to keep getting calls. Let me put it on do not disturb so that we don't get disturbed anymore, and we can launch into it. Are you in sales? Are you in sales? Now, that's kind of a trick question because whether you like it or not, you are in sales. 1 in 9 American adults that have a job, 1 in 9 of them is directly sales related. But the 8 out of the 9 that's not directly sales are sales indirectly. For example, if you're a school teacher, or if you've ever seen a school teacher before, guess what percentage of the time a school teacher is persuading or trying to sell a student on something? Guess how much? It's more than 90% of their day. They're trying to sell their students to give attention. They're trying to sell their students to give effort. There's so many of us tonight that we are in sales but don't realize it. And because we don't realize it, we very often don't do it well. And because we don't do it well, we don't earn nearly the money that we could or that we should. And I want to give a quick hitter sales training tonight. My sales training focus was going to be focused exclusively on people working with money, people that are in the financial services or insurance businesses or wealth coaching business, those kinds of things, because I think they have unique challenges. And the more I think about their unique challenges, yes, they do have some challenges that's different than everybody else. But I'm going to bring up some stuff that plagues them that I want to teach. My objective tonight is to teach you something that's going to help you to sell yourself and your services better tomorrow. You know, you're going to hear it tonight, but you're going to be able to sell better tomorrow. First off, let's talk about people that sell. People are going to hire you. They're going to buy your stuff for either emotional reasons or for logical reasons. Okay. Emotional reasons are the way they imagine they're going to feel. And logical reasons are because it's smart and it makes sense. Emotion has to do with the heart and logic has to do with the brain. People will buy 9 times faster because of emotional reasons than they will for logical reasons. But for some entrepreneurs, it is so tempting to sell logically. If you invest this money here, you'll get this kind of return. If you will do this, you'll get that. If you'll exercise with me 4 days a week, your body will be 20 pounds lighter in a month's time. Okay, whatever. But they're selling it logically. People buy, only 1 in 10 buys that way. Most of the time, people buy emotionally. So trying to sell logic, you are making it harder for them. It makes sense. It's smart when you're trying to sell with just the brain. Typically, your clients are only going to use logic to justify what they emotionally have decided. She bought the black party dress because it was on sale. No, she didn't. She bought the black party dress because she believed she would look good in that dress at the party. But she justified it because it was on sale. The logic part, the brain part, is only the justification part. I want you, if you guys can remember that, sell to the heart and not the brain. They will use the brain to justify what their heart has decided. That's the point. You know, why do so many women have more than one pair of black high heel shoes? You only can wear one at a time, right? Logically, that doesn't make sense to do that. but they do. Why? Because emotionally they want. Well, this type of heel goes with this outfit and that goes with that outfit. And really the bottom line is they just want it. It's easier to fan the flame of an existing want than it is to try to create a need. That's the other thing people that work with money problem they have, especially if they can help people to save money or to be smart with their insurance. The problem they have with that is they understand it on a high level and they expect that their clients can understand it too. And they try to be real clear and explain it, but it's still logic, using their brain. The secret weapon is emotion. For example, if I sold, or anyone who sells burial insurance, just that burial insurance, okay? Burial insurance makes sense, have money to pay for that kind of stuff. But if you try to sell it, look, pay a little bit now per month, and you'll have this paid for with just logic. That's a much more difficult way to make that sale. If you sell it like on the most difficult day of her life, your wife won't have this business decision to make anymore. If you sell it with emotion, it's easier. Emotion is a lost art, but it's still the secret weapon in selling. Have you ever bought anything because of the power of the emotion of the person offering it to you? I'm sure you have. Trying to sell logically makes it much more difficult. That's one secret I want you guys to remember, to sell with emotion instead of just logic. Amen? And here's the other thing, the secret. I know what I'm teaching tonight is going to help someone to sell better tomorrow. One is the resolve to sell with emotion and not just logic. Okay? Here's the other thing you got to do from now on. And this is a crime, a plague that's sweeping the nation, that's killing entrepreneurs. I'm a sales coach and I see it all the time. So many entrepreneurs today are getting better and better at marketing. They're getting better and better at marketing. They're getting better and better at visibility. They're getting better and better at branding. And they're getting worse and worse and worse till they won't even do it at all of asking for business. They're getting worse and worse and worse at asking a client to say yes. And it's hurting your business. And there's so many different reasons why entrepreneurs won't ask for business anymore. I have some theories of why they won't ever say, will you hire me anymore? They don't say it. I do. Do you really? Because most of the entrepreneurs today that I'm talking to, and I'm talking to them on a daily basis, their process includes telling what they do. Okay, my product does this, my insurance policy does that, my coaching does this. And that's it. And then they hope. They're like, we do this, da, 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 da. What do you think? And then they're hoping that the client will be so impressed with what they have to offer that the client will say, hey, can I hire you? Can I give you this money? They're hoping that the clients will close the sales themselves. That's called low probability selling. They're just not going to do it. You have to do your own closing. They're not going to close your sale for you. Think about how your days go. How many times during the course of any day during a week do you get solicited for something? How many phone calls do you get? Is this the owner of the company? How many phone calls or text message or inbox messages you get about your website? And we can help you to brand, and we can help you to market, and we can help you get more leads. How many of those things you think you're getting? And just like everyone else, your clients are getting bombarded with people trying to vie for their dollars. Bombarded. And they're getting people bombarding them that don't know anything about them. They're bombarding you. Here, we do this, and this. Here's da. Work with us. I don't know you like that. So today, people won't do business with people that they don't at least have some idea of who they are. But knowing you is not enough, okay? So you're getting bombarded with information. So are your clients. You don't want to do it like them. You don't want to just give them information and describing, give them information. You want to attach tangible benefits to what you offer. What do they get after they work with you? This is the other secret, another secret. This is the third secret I've imparted in the first 10 minutes. The third secret, the people that enjoy your stuff speak a different language than the people that pay for your stuff. The people that pay for your stuff want something different than the people that just enjoy your stuff. The people that enjoy your stuff don't want to be bored. They want to have a good time, and they want to learn a nugget or two, as much as they can get for free. Those are people that just enjoy your stuff, okay? But the people that pay for your stuff, they want something different. The people that pay for your stuff, they want to know and they want to understand what they are left with after you're done. So after you've done your program, after you've sold them your policy, after you've done your coaching on them, what will they have left? After you touch them with your magic, sprinkled your dust on it, given them your training, your coaching, your whatever you're offering, after that's happened, what are they going to be left with? And you have to be able to help them to understand that. I'm a sales confidence coach. So when I've done what I do, I'm going to leave them. They're going to be much more confident in their ability to earn a dollar. They're going to be much more confident when it comes to overcoming objections. They're going to be much more certain that they're not only going to be able to survive as an entrepreneur, but they actually can thrive and earn significant money, because they're also going to be able to see the money. When I am done with them, they're going to feel the confidence. You know, the sales confidence coach, this is my third name for a company. My first name was Rhinos Sales and Seminars. And I thought I was going to be working with just contracting companies, home improvement, home security, lawn maintenance companies, contractors who work for a job for a time or a job specific done, and then they're out of work again, right? My first clients, though, were real estate agents, boutique real estate agencies that had less than 20 agents in them. Those are boutique agents. That was my first clients. And then I started my own company called Rhinos Sales and Seminars. And then I had this great idea that I wanted to work with just the willing, because I knew when companies booked me to come in, like it's a pest control company like Terminix or something like that, it might be 50 people in the room, but there was about 10 of them that really wanted the sales training. The company wanted them there. And then there was about 10 of them that really did not want to be there. And then you had the big, vast majority in the middle that was there because they were required to be there. And then I had the idea I wanted to work with just the willing. So I rebranded myself from Rhino Sales and Seminars to Very Personal Sales Coaching. My market told me that there was a market for one-on-one and for small groups, for the ones that really, really wanted. So that's what I started doing. For a long time, I was Very Personal Sales Coaching, until about 2 years ago, when one of my mentors asked me to ask my clients, what do you really get when you work with Brian? What do you really get? And in the word gig salad, the primary thing they kept saying over and over again is I helped them to have confidence in their business. I gave them some confidence that they didn't have before. So now I'm the sales confidence coach. And if you let me help you, you'll gain some of that confidence too. Now, I'm an author as well, and I've written books and all that kind of stuff too, and I'll share those tonight. But as a sales confidence coach, the things I pour, you'll know that they're immediately actionable, and you'll be able to use them right away. I'm going to attempt, or maybe someone could do it for me, to put in the chat my Calendly link, CALENDLY, calendly.com, and then /BKMcNeill. Maybe I need to do it myself. Okay, let's see. CALENDLY, calendly.com, and then /BKMcNeill. The reason why I'm putting this in here, BKMcNeill, is I offer a complimentary selling you and your services consultation. If you can just go there and schedule it. It's one-on-one, very personal, selling you and your services consultation. And in that consultation, I'll teach you how to answer the question of what do you do for a living in the right way, And I'll teach you some stuff that you can use right away. This costs you no money at all. So the first secret I talked to you tonight about was that you must use your secret weapon in selling, which is emotion. Emotion. And I also talked about how it's easier to sell to something that they already want, to fan the flame of an existing want instead of trying to create a need. And then I gave you the golden secret. The people that pay you, they care a whole lot more about what they're left with when you're done. It's almost like a movie preview. This movie's this, that, and the other. And these magazines say this, that, and the other about the movie coming up. Yes. What are they going to be getting? What are they going to have after you're done? Sell that. Talk about that. That is the difference, actually, between those who make sales and those who almost make sales. The difference between the ones that just keep missing it from the ones that actually get it. Talk about what the clients will have after they buy from you, after they hire you. What are they going to be left with? That is the language you need to talk about. When we finish this here, you're going to have this confidence in this. You're going to have this policy, and this policy is going to do this for you. That language, I hope you're not missing the magnitude of it and the simplicity of the explanation. It's supremely important. I spent so many years thinking I was doing the right way, but I wasn't. I was doing the wrong way. I knew sales techniques and tactics, but I didn't have a higher understanding of it like I do now. The people that pay you, they want something different than the people that enjoy you. The people that pay you care a lot more about what they're left with when you're done. And you should tailor your sales talks. You should tailor your presentations like that, around that, what they're left with when you're done. Amen. So those are three things here. I decided to do this live StreamYard like last minute. So I'm hoping those of you who came on here, you found some value. I am also really, really excited to tell you this here. Yes, I keep giving out free stuff. I do. And I also want to encourage you to invest in yourselves. I am a 6-time author. 6-time author. What, Brian? You wrote 6 books? Yes, I have. But I'm going to take you on a journey with me tonight. Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip. Now, I wrote a report back in 2012 on the 10 greatest books on selling. And in 2017, I had to augment that to the 12 greatest books on selling because I needed to add this book to the list. It's called The Shortcut. The Shortcut, the fastest route to selling your services. A lot of cake, very little frosting, only 74 pages. This book teaches entrepreneurs what to do in order to get a client. This teaches entrepreneurs what to do with their time. There are a whole lot of things that entrepreneurs do in the course of a day with their time that do not end up equaling a money-earning activity. There's only a few money-earning activities: prospecting, presenting, closing, delivering, following up, studying. That's about it. Everything else is preparing you to go to work. The Shortcut teaches you what to do on a Monday, what to do on a Tuesday, what to do on a Wednesday, what to do on a Thursday, what to do during the course of a week. I put you on a 5-day work week. It's got some challenges in it. This is a really, really, if you'll just do what it says do, you'll have more sales next month than this month. And you can get all of that through my website. And my website is virtualsalesmgr.com, virtualsalesmgr.com. And I'm hoping someone can put that in the chat for me, please. The Shortcut covers how to sell you and your services, but it does not cover how to close sales. So to that end, I wrote Asking for the Money, how anyone can close more sales, even you. This book teaches you what to do and what to say before you ask for the money. What do you say before you ask for the money? What do you say when you ask for the money? What do you say if there's a little bit of resistance? What do you say if there's a lot of resistance? This book over and over again, I have heard from people that have read it. This book over and over again infuses the reader with confidence when it comes to closing the sale. Nuisance objections like, let me think about it. You'll learn to swat those away like a fly at a picnic. or it costs too much. You'll learn how to conquer these easy objections in this book, Asking for the Money. So I added these two books together, The Shortcut and Asking for the Money, to my list of the 10 greatest books on selling. If it's my son, my daughter, my family member, and they're going into an industry where they have to sell better, I want them to have these two books together because it's an essential read. Essentials. Now, I've also written some not just for children's books, some grown-up books, okay? And I want to tell you about two of them. One of them is Why Rhinos Make Great Entrepreneurs, featuring this character here, Mr. Randall the Rhino. Mr. Randall the Rhino is a dad, and he's teaching his young daughter and her classmates about this thing called entrepreneurship. And he's introducing it to them, entrepreneurship. I ran a poll yesterday in a few different places, in a few different groups, about would you rather your children or grandchildren grow up and get a good job? That was option one. You want them to grow up and get a good job. Option two was, would you rather they grow up and figure out how to work for themselves? That's option two. And option three, would you rather they grow up and live off of others? That's kind of like my control category. So do you want them to work for others? You want them to work for themselves? You want them to live off of others? And about 23% of the time, people were saying that they want their children to grow up and get a good job. 23% of the time. 77% of the time, people want their children to grow up and work for themselves. If my small poll and my different areas was any indicator, most of us want our children to work for themselves. I want my children to work for themselves. And this book introduces very young people to the concept, because your school will bang in their head, college, 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 college. But the parent has to often teach their children there's another way, entrepreneurship. So this book in a fun way runs a parallel between an entrepreneur and a rhinoceros. And then the last one I'm going to highlight is my latest book. This is the one, if you're a parent or grandparent, you need to get. It's called 932. 932. Again, it features Mr. Randall the Rhino. He's teaching his loving daughter the 9 most important words and the 3 most important skills and the 2 most important questions of life. The 9 most important words like courage and love and faith and no. Those words are so important. He's teaching his daughter about how important they are. And the most important skills like the ability to communicate. And then the most important questions like, what are you here, specifically you here to do? But going through this book, 932, I wrote it for an age range between 8 and 16. I find parents and grandparents finding value. Even though I said between 8 and 16, I know of at least one client that has her 5-year-old child going through this book right now with me. With this book here, if you'll get it through my site, 932, and I want you to buy this book through my site, virtualsalesmgr.com. If you'll get it through my site, now you can get it anywhere. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it anywhere books are sold. It's available anywhere books are sold. But if you get it through my site, with each purchase, we will donate a copy to a teacher. We'll donate a copy to an educator. So if you buy one for yourself, you can either recommend an educator to us, or we'll take it from the pool of educators that we already have and just send them one for free. Because this book is dedicated to teachers, and we want teachers to have it. And we would love to be able to just bless teachers with it. And you will help us to do that. So I gave some, what I think is really, really poignant sales direction tonight. I introduced my books to you tonight. I invite you to send me your questions or talk to me about however you want to talk to me, or schedule your time. I did put my Calendly link in there. And let's keep this thing going. Let's spread the good news about you, how important you are, and that you can help people with what you offer. But it's up to you to learn how to sell it. It's up to you to learn how to ask for the money. And I can help you to do that. You have a beautiful rest of your evening.